Hello, beautiful friend. Welcome back to the Purpose Show podcast. I'm recording this the week that I'm getting ready to head out on an annual family trip every year. My entire family, like parents, siblings, the kids, everyone goes to Prior Lake, Minnesota, because we're all Vikings fans, which is kind of weird because literally nobody in my entire family is from Minnesota. And the only reason we've been there is because of the Vikings. In the 70s, my dad's family immigrated here from Havana, Cuba. And that was in the era, if you're like a football person, that was in the era of the Purple People Eaters. So the Vikings were a really big deal. They were like killing it. And my dad just as a kid, like latched onto them and like just that's been his team ever since. So I was raised as a Vikings girl and still am. It's a whole thing. Every trip, it's our annual big family thing. It's like when we all get together. So I'm getting ready to head out on that trip. We're going to go to the Mall of America, go to the game. We're going to go to our favorite restaurants in that area. We're going to go fishing and rent a boat on the lake. And it's really fun. I look forward to it every year, especially like September is still really hot in Arizona. So going to Minnesota where it's like cooling down and getting into fall, like is always like, it's so nice to get myself in that like fall spirit. So I'm super excited. But I wanted to record this like pep talk before I get ready to head out. I've just been thinking a lot about something that I felt pulled to put on here. So you know how sometimes we want things, not really sometimes, honestly, it's freaking all the time, but we want things to happen like right now. And I am so like this. I've shared before that the way my mind kind of naturally works is like very all or nothing. And so part of that, I feel like there's an attachment from that to like, I want things to happen right now. And if it doesn't happen immediately, I feel like it's not working and get frustrated. And then we'll like push further, harder, faster to like make it happen quicker. So it doesn't matter if it's like business or personal goals, whatever it is. I think a lot of us just are generally really impatient. And I definitely think that there's like an influence from where we're at in society and technology and the internet and Amazon Prime and all these really cool things that have made life easier and made things so much faster. But that doesn't change the way that really the universe works and the way that lessons work and life works and faith works. Sometimes the best results come when we let go a little bit and just trust the process, which sucks, honestly, and is really difficult for some of us. So let's talk about that today. Okay, we're going to pause for a second. And before we move forward, I want to say something to those of you that are fempreneurs, okay? If you want to create something super impactful for your audience, something that builds trust, authority, and generates a fuck ton of sales, you need to launch a challenge, a signature challenge that goes hand in hand with your message for your specific audience. I'm so excited to invite you to join my upcoming small group program. It is called Challenge Launch Lab. This is designed specifically for fempreneurs who are creating movement online and want to channel their social media following, their email list into a combined, like very concentrated, small group of people that are highly engaged and their warmest leads. Run a challenge with them, get them inspired, get them to all work on the same thing at the same time and really see you as the authority, as the expert, and build a lot of trust and connection with you so that you can invite them in to work with you at the next level, whether that's a coaching program or service or a course or whatever it is that you are offering. Challenges are a game changer. And if you create a high impact one, it is going to ignite your audience, make them super excited, and literally skyrocket your business. Challenges increase audience engagement, they boost brand visibility, and they showcase your expertise like nothing else will, way beyond what a webinar can do or a live stream or something like that. So I want you to imagine your audience interacting with your content daily for a set amount of days, sharing their progress, getting access to you and getting your feedback as they're doing this and rallying around you, your message, your brand. Challenges are about building trust and credibility while growing your email list, all while creating a small, tight-knit, supportive community that's going to elevate your business and elevate the lives of the people engaging with you in this challenge. Now, I know you might be thinking, what if no one signs up? What if I don't get the turnout I expected? And I want to encourage you to flip the script. It is totally okay to start super small. We're going to focus on gathering a group of people who are ready to engage and learn no matter how many show up, and every single challenge creates a stepping stone, a chance for you to learn, a chance for you to practice your messaging, a chance for you to pivot and improve for next time. So this group is for you if you know that you want to do an online challenge, or if you've done them before, but they just didn't get the results you want. In just 2 interactive 90-minute sessions, you're going to receive personalized guidance from me in creating your signature high impact challenge that deeply resonates with your audience. We're going to break down your ideas. We're going to address common fears and issues. We're going to streamline your challenge ideas so that it's really, really good. And like I said, high impact. And then we're going to develop a killer marketing plan for this challenge. Plus, you're going to get exclusive strategies that make sure your challenge is not just another freebie, but a growth machine for your business. And that isn't even it. This program is about transforming your approach to challenges. You're going to learn to craft the perfect challenge topic, the structure for maximum impact on your audience, and again, how to market it like a pro. So don't worry about making zero sales. I've got you. We're going to get into the non-monetary benefits of challenges and building relationships and the invaluable market research and everything you need to know to make this impactful for you. I am opening this program for only 10 people, and there are already spots taken. We are starting next week. So if you want to create an intimate, high-impact environment opportunity for your audience, then come and join mine. Join this intimate environment that I'm creating to give you personalized feedback and support. If you act fast, you're going to secure a spot at the lower rate before it goes up. So go to alliecasasa.com/TPS links and go get the information on Challenge Launch Lab. Again, we are starting in just a few days. Go join. I want to see you in there. It's only 2 calls, so not a huge time commitment. And the replays are going to be just as helpful as the lives if you can't come. So I'm designing this on purpose for it to be very light, non-pressure. I want to see you in there. Go get your butt over there. alliecasasa.com/TPS links. So if we're being honest, who doesn't want things to happen fast? Like, everybody wants things to happen faster. We want to get to the end goal. We want the result. We want things to get better. We want to get wealthier. We want our business to get smoother and easier and more successful. We want our bodies to get fitter, faster. We want to lean out quicker. We want our relationships to get better faster. We want our kids to succeed in school quicker. We want our relationship with them to get better quicker. We want everything fast, right? We love to see results immediately. And I do this with so many things, but one thing that comes to mind right now is like in my business when I launch something and then I like refresh my email constantly, hoping for that instant success, hoping that like there's just going to be a bunch of people already signed up. And that's literally just not how it works. I know consciously that people need to see something an average of 7 times to like actually consider buying it. And that it's a process and that I'm in a long-term relationship with my audience, my tribe, and I love coaching you guys and I love creating things for you, and that if something was really intuitively on me to create, it will be successful, just maybe not right in this exact second, but I still do that. And when it doesn't happen, that frustration sets in, and then, I start doubting everything and careening into self-doubt and spiraling, and I'm getting so much better at it, but it's definitely a pattern. And I know like so many of you will relate to that. And if not with business, then with something else. And so here's what's been really like sitting with me lately, just how much time growth takes and how it's such a paradox of life, right? And there's so many of those, but the biggest one that's been present for me is that rushing doesn't actually help. You might think that making something happen faster is going to help you, that it's going to get you where you want to go quicker, that it's going to make everything better. And we kind of just have that mentality of like, when I get here, when this happens, when I achieve this, when this is in my reality, then I'll finally be able to just breathe. And I'm like that right now with my business. I know I've been mentioning that a lot here. Not everyone is a fempreneur, and that's okay. But, I recently, I've been going through for a couple years now this massive pivot and just this metamorphosis personally and professionally, and it's a lot. And I just want it all to work. I don't want to feel behind. I already know what it is like to be making, multiple six figures a month in my business, and I knew going into this pivot that I was going to be temporarily sacrificing that to align my message and align my business with what I really felt pulled to do. But I'm frustrated now that I'm in it. I'm frustrated that it's taking longer than I thought. And it's not even taking longer than I thought, but now that I'm in it, it feels like longer than I thought. Right. And so it's like, I'm really seeing that rushing not only doesn't help, it actually just adds more stress and pressure, which is exactly what we do not need, and puts us in a vibration that is not in alignment with us having the life we want, the business we want, the relationship we want, the body we want, the desired outcome that we have. That growth and shifting takes time, and that's life. It's the messy middle. That's where life really happens. That's where we bloom, and that is the beauty of life. And it's so like cliche and cheesy, but I think it's just different when you're actually like experiencing it and living it out and really realizing it firsthand. And I'm not saying like set a goal and then just sit back and do nothing. Like that's not what trusting the process is about at all. It is about showing up. It is about taking aligned action and doing the work. And then it's also about letting go of trying to control every little detail and trying to make things go faster and wanting to Amazon Prime your life, your results, your body, your business, your relationships, your money, your family. You still show up and do your part. And I like to say, like, I want to feel at the end of the day, like, good job. I did good. And so that requires me to take action, right? And maybe it's different every day with what that looks like, but we still want to do our part, but we stop obsessing over how quickly or perfectly things happen, and we stop being performative and forceful and pushing everything to happen faster. And when we push too hard, like trying to force a result, it just doesn't work. But the moment that we let things go a little bit, things start to fall into place more naturally. So it's like the more we try to control everything, the more we're blocking what was actually meant to happen. And we actually just extend the entire process, and we're missing the lessons, we're missing the journey. And so we're robbing ourselves. Progress usually looks really fucking messy. You don't see results right away. It can feel like nothing is happening. It can feel like everybody's winning except for you, but that's not the truth. That's your perception. Because we've been so conditioned to have everything really fast. And because you're not neutral about this thing, you really want it. You feel that fire in you that you really want it. So of course you want it faster. But just because it's not obvious doesn't mean that growth isn't happening behind the scenes. And of course, it's that old like overused example, like when you plant a seed, you don't see it sprouting up for a long time, but it is still growing under the surface and the process is still happening. So instead of stressing over when you're going to see these big results, focus on the small daily wins. Focus on you being consistent, you showing up, you going to the gym and really working on your physique and your health, you cooking more at home instead of going out every day, you, making these healthy small tweaks and changes, you working in your relationship and not saying the biting comment and just choosing your battles and letting little things roll off your back, or doing something kind for your partner, or being really intentional in your love life, being really focused and intentional in your parenting, working on your business, focusing on those goals. And in my example that really inspired this episode, it's been my business for me, like I shared with you. So for me, focusing on the little wins is like, I I did it. I rebranded. I got those decisions made, and now I'm integrating it to the website. And, I did it. I got the homepage done. I got the about page done. I bought a template for the new courses page. I redid the CEO club page. I hired someone to do this for me. I did this part myself. Like, I did it. I'm doing it. Instead of, I wish everything was back to where it was. I wish everything was just blowing up and going. I wish I was here. I wish I was making this much money. I wish I had this many members. Like, no, it's the little wins that, like, I'm rebuilding an entire company, and I still took care of myself today. I'm still going to the gym after I record this episode. I'm still taking care of, myself and upholding my daily rituals and my self-care and getting a lot of stuff done. I wrote like 17 emails yesterday and just batched them all like that. It didn't lead to results of like, oh, there's money. Oh, that's done. Like, there's still a huge list of stuff to do, but it doesn't mean that I didn't do what I did yesterday. So instead of looking ahead and letting that frustration win of like, it's not enough, it's not happening fast enough, look how far away I still am. Let's focus on what we did do and really shift and go counterculture and celebrate ourselves. The little steps are adding up, whether or not it feels like it. And the key is really to stay consistent and trust the bigger picture is going to come together when it's ready. So here's what I want you to do with this episode. I want you to think about one area in your life where you're holding on too tightly, where you're trying to force things to happen. Might be your business, a relationship, a personal goal. Sometimes we have personal goals that we've wanted or been wanting to create for a really long time, but we're going about it in such a controlling way. So it's been sitting on us for like years and just hasn't come to fruition because we're holding on too tightly. So think about that. And then whatever it is, take a deep breath. And I want you to like physically like squeeze your fists together, palms facing up, squeeze your fists really tight, take a deep breath. And then as you exhale through your mouth, release your hands, palms facing up, and literally let go of the need to control every step. Let it go and stop exhausting yourself by holding on so tightly. Just focus on showing up consistently, doing your best, doing what you can each day, noticing what you do, noticing what you're accomplishing day to day, and trusting that the rest is going to unfold as it should, because you are always being guided. It is not just you. There is something bigger than us that is guiding us and helping us. There is a bigger purpose. There is a greater energy than yours. So if you're feeling stuck, take a moment, look back on a time when you trusted the process and you kind of let it go and it paid off and things came through for you. And remind yourself that that's the way things work, and things actually work out better than expected when we let go a little bit. All right, babes, that's what I've got for you today. I am off to get to the gym, do a little live stream, and start packing for this trip I'm leaving for in a couple days. I love you so much. I hope this message was helpful for you. If it was, please take a screenshot, share on social, tag me. I love to see it. Thank you for helping me spread the message of this amazing podcast that I love so much. Remember, you are doing great even when things feel slow or uncertain. Keep trusting the process, and I promise you the results will come because you are still going. Thanks for listening, babes. Catch you next time.